Hey everyone, today I just wanted to talk about some things that have to do with the light and the darkness within this world and in our minds. So I'm going to take some verses from the Bible and we'll discuss that a little bit briefly, of course. So I'm not going to say where they're all from. I'm just going to read them itself. But they are from the Bible. Okay, so the first one is, the one forming light and creating darkness, causing well-being and creating calamity. I am the Lord who does all these things. So, life is a mixture of the light and the dark, the good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly. And we need this, unfortunately, because this is what helps us grow spiritually. This is what helps us appreciate the good things in life. So it has to be both these things. Once there was a student with his Zen teacher in a rowboat, and he asks the teacher, he goes, "Master, why do we need suffering and pleasure, or pain and pleasure?" And as the student's still rowing, the teacher stops. He takes his oar out of the water and puts it in the boat. And they start to go in a circle. And then the student goes, "Master, why are you not helping me? We're not going anywhere. We're just going in circles." And then the master answers, he goes, "Yes." He goes, "In life we need pain and pleasure to keep us going straight." So that's one that I remember. So here's the next one. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. I'll say that again. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. So when you are a normal person and you do have empathy and compassion and love, always look at that light. Because the longer you stay in the darkness, the longer you'll be there. It only takes one candle to light 1,000,000 candles, and it doesn't lose anything within the process. Also, it just takes a match to light up a dark room. So when you dwell on the darkness, you will not see the light. That's why yesterday I put a little bit of a meme where it said, as long as you keep carrying an umbrella, you will never see the sunshine again. Okay, so here's the next one. But all things become visible when they are exposed by the light, for everything that becomes visible is light. So when you see the truth and it's finally exposed to you, see it for what it is. Don't try to make excuses for it. Don't try to put your point of view or your spin on it, because that's just going to bring you back down and put you back in the darkness. So see things for what they truly are. Again, there was a Zen master, and his student goes, "Master, what is enlightenment?" He goes, "Well, look behind me. You see two bamboos, right? Two stalks of bamboo. What do you see?" He goes, "One is tall and one is short." He goes, "This is enlightenment." And the student was like, he didn't get it. What you see is what it is. Don't make it to be other than that. Okay, so now the next thing. Let's see. This is the judgment, that the light has come into the world, and men love the darkness rather than the light, for their deeds were evil. This is from John's, of course, 3:19. This is the judgment, that the light has come into the world, and men love the darkness rather than the light, for their deeds were evil. So usually bad people like to be with bad people. Bad people or miserable people love pity parties, and they love to invite as many people as they can, because they need to have other people support their darkness. Meanwhile, the light is sometimes difficult for people, but it's always there. It just depends on your focus, right? So spend your time around good people, loving people, caring people, especially in a time of need. Read uplifting things. Do spiritual practices that make you feel good. If they make you feel good, they're valid. That's the easiest way to say it. If they make you feel good, as long as they're not hurting anybody or harming anybody else, they're valid. Okay? What's another one? Light shall shine out of darkness. I'll read that again. Light shall shine out of darkness. You are the light. It doesn't matter what bad things happen in this world. You are the light, and you have that light within you because you're not a narcissist. You do love, you do care, you do have compassion, you do have empathy, you do have remorse, you do have insight, and you don't react according to your perspective on everything that comes from defensive mechanisms that you should have been through after childhood, which narcissists are not capable of. Okay, what's the other one? Do not participate in the unfruitful deeds of darkness, but instead expose them. So again, exposing the lies, the deceit, once you expose it, not to others, because you can't do that. People will believe what they want to believe. Expose it to yourself so you know the truth. Once you know the truth will set you free. And that's the most important thing. This is how you could heal and you can move on. Because if you don't do that, you're just going to be in the darkness for a longer period of time. Okay, what's the next one from Matthews? It's called the light of the body. The eye is the lamp of the body. So then the light is the lamp of the body. So then if your eye is clear, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light that is in you is darkness, how great is that darkness? No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and wealth. I didn't want to read that second part, but by accident I put that in there. Let's see. So, so if you have everybody has a clear conscience. That's just the way it is. Your conscientiousness is the different thing, though. But if you're coming from a place of love and light, you'll see that in others. But don't let that be a bad thing, and don't let somebody corrupt that where you won't be able to do that again because of the narcissist. They always see stuff from a bad point of view. So you have to be bad. This is why they punish people and act out in such a childlike way. You're not that, so don't be that. And don't let them conform you into becoming that. Because you will in the beginning because of your defenses coming up, and they almost are like succubus, where you start to they attach to you and you are attached to them, where you start to act like them. Once you notice that, stop and say, I am not that, and you're beyond that, and you start to realize it, and then you can start to change it and be yourself again. Because when you're with them, you're not yourself. You can't be yourself. Yourself is beaten up on and devalued all the time, so you have to change to defend yourself. But once you move on from there, you should start to slowly become more and more of yourself again. Okay? Let's see. Romans. I only have 2 left. The night is almost gone, and the day is near. Therefore, let us lay aside the deeds of darkness and put the armor of light on. That was just so beautifully said. The night is almost gone, and the day is near. Therefore, let us lay aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Don't have to say any more than that, The last one is, I will lead the blind by a way they do not know. In paths they do not know, I will guide them. I will make darkness into light before them, and rugged places into plains. These are the things I will do, and I will not leave them undone. This is Isaiah 42-16. I'll read that one again. So when you think you're alone and you've been abandoned, God doesn't abandon anybody. Unfortunately, you have to go through these trials and tribulations to grow spiritually, and that is why you're here on earth. So I know it sucks because I've been through it many times, but I always come out better and stronger than before with more knowledge, and it has helped. It has helped. During the dark period, you're not thankful for it, you're not grateful for it, you're not happy and wish it happens more often. You just can't wait to get it over with and through it and hopefully leave it in the past. But it will make you or break you. If it breaks you, that's a horrible thing, but it does with some people. But don't let you be that person. Keep working and be strong and have love for yourself. Have compassion for yourself. It's such an important thing. You have it so much for other people, and most people do, except for narcissists, of course. But you have to have it for yourself, especially in these times, okay? I'm gonna read this one last time. Same thing. I will lead the blind by a way that they do not know. In paths they do not know, I will guide them. I will make darkness into light before them, and rugged places into plains. These are the things I will do, and I will not leave them undone. So having faith is an important thing. Keeping the faith is an important thing. Read things that lift you up and give you strength, give you hope, and give you the ability to learn from it, from the experience, and to move on. This a narcissist cannot do. They just can't. This makes you special. This makes you able to heal, which they can't. It takes time, but you could do it. So these are the things I just wanted to share today, put things on a different note, because a lot of people are so focused on the darkness and the evil that they've experienced that they're just sitting pretty much in a dark room. Meanwhile, the light switch is right next to them. They have candles around them that they haven't lit yet, but they're there. So just notice those things. But most important thing is, find resources that help you feel better and take you out of that darkness. So if you keep thinking about it and you ruminate about it and you're stuck home and you're watching bad TV and political nonsense, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TV nonstop, that stuff is poison. Give yourself a break from it. Give your heart a break from all that stuff, because that stuff most of the time isn't even real. It's propaganda. So deal with what you have on your plate now in your life and work through that, but try to create an environment full of awareness, compassion, and love so you could do your work and come out of this a better, stronger person. Thank you, everyone.